My MAJIC experience enabled a deeper connection to Islam and my own identity. I'm now more comfortable with myself and more confident in my interactions with people who see or are different from me. I joined MAJIC to experience something new. I came in with an experience of dialogue between Muslim and Japanese people, but when I heard about MAJIC, I was eager to learn what Jews needed to hear as well. When I first started with MAJIC, I was nervous. I didn't know anyone, and for once, I had nothing to say. But as my journey progressed, I began to open my eyes to the people surrounding me, each with their own story and their own personality. One Sunday afternoon, as I entered a dimly lit room of Temple Emmanuel, Beverly Hills, the setup seemed out of character of a typical session. We usually sit in a circle, and yet this time, there was a table in the room. Then it got really strange. I thought to myself, something's gonna happen, and I'm excited. Prior to this session, we did a lot of work on how to listen and communicate more effectively. We built a process on how to be direct and yet speak in a way that our peers could hear what we are saying. In fact, the first session, the program emphasized a story in the Noble Quran when God told Prophet Moses, peace be upon him, to speak the greatest of oppressors. Moses was commanded to do so in a soft manner. Every moment until this session with this table was dedicated to building constructive relationships and discussions. Now there was a physical barrier in the room. Samia and Andrea split us up into two groups, Bruin Island and Trojan Land. Samia then explained our exercise for the day. Trojan Land needed resources, but any attempt to take over a nation would result in a revolt against the government. Bruin Island had the resources, but it didn't have a military. We as magicians needed to work out an agreement as Trojans and Bruins. The two groups sat on opposite sides of the table, and immediately chaos began. In fact, the table began to become a barrier between our constructive conversations. It divided us instantly and fueled competition between us. There was screaming, there was laughing, there was people who were trying to think of a logical solution, and there were those who were trying to poison others. You know who you are. It was a mess. We had limited time to reach an agreement, and we were running out of time. We needed to figure things out fast. As the arguments and play fighting mellowed down, I realized I had the biggest smile on my face. This exercise, although very different than anything we had done before, helped me come to some invaluable realizations. I felt the joy of friendship. Excitement, joy, frustration, and apprehension were surrounding us. It was complicated, and it was beautiful. We were desperate for a solution, and yet had the luxury of laughing at the predicament we were in. Through all the screaming, the laughing, I felt at that moment that these people are filled with happiness. This simple exercise brought us all closer together. It showed us the humanity we all shared and just how easy it is to slip up into bad communication habits. How easy it is to feel the pressure of the clock and forget about thinking through or framing that we could problem solve more effectively. How easy it is to be derailed by the voices of distraction who might ask us to poison the others. It was fun, and yet the implications are incredibly real now. How might we apply these lessons when we're outside the space that MAJIC creates? As my MAJIC experience draws to a close, I look back at how much I've learned and how much fun I've had. This experience has improved my bridge building skills and my leadership skills. I see now that the problem isn't that we're different, because differences help us see perspectives of the same problem, and if anything, can lead to more sustainable solutions. The critical missing pieces when we are having trouble is seeing past our differences, and that we need to respect, accept, and fully acknowledge one another. Each person is equally valued, where everyone counts. And this is just further proof that MAJIC is real. Thank you.